If you found Nahum yesterday, then Habakkuk should be a breeze for you. It's right next door. Where the other prophets speak to the people about God, Habakkuk is different in that he speaks to God about the people. We have in this little book a dialogue between Habakkuk and God. Habakkuk comes to God with a complaint. Why are such bad things happening to us? Chapter 1, verse 2. How long, O Lord, will I call for help, and you will not hear? I cry out to you, violence, and yet you do not save. And then the Lord answers him with a less than satisfactory answer. In verse 6, God says, Behold, I am raising up the Chaldeans, that fierce and impetuous people who march throughout the earth to seize dwelling places which are not theirs. In essence, God is saying to Habakkuk, you think things are bad now, I'm going to send to you the Chaldeans, the Babylonians. They're going to invade your land. So things are going to get a whole lot worse. Of course, that news troubles Habakkuk, and he asks God, how can you use a people that are more wicked than we are to deal with us? That doesn't seem fair. Look at verse 13. Your eyes are too pure to approve evil, and you cannot look on wickedness with favor. Why do you look with favor on those who deal treacherously? Why are you silent when the wicked swallow up those more righteous than they? How can you send the wicked Babylonians to discipline us when they're worse than we are? The question is a lot like questions we ask about what's going on these days. How can a loving God allow such things to happen? Why would God allow this virus to come and allow our economy to collapse and corrupt people in government? How can God let these things happen? Well, God is going to answer the question for Habakkuk. In chapter 2, he says, I will deal with the Chaldeans, with the Babylonians, in my own time and in my own way. In chapter 2, there are 5 woe to him statements that outline the way that God is going to deal with the Babylonians. But for now, he's focusing on his people, Israel. And he's going to use Babylon to do it. Listen, God didn't just allow this virus to happen. He has ordered it. Yes, it is cruel. It is a nasty thing, and people are suffering and dying because of it. But he will accomplish his purposes in it. And then he will deal with the virus in his own way and in his own time. If you'll stick with me till tomorrow, we will come back to Habakkuk and see how Habakkuk responds to that idea.